Hello everyone, my name is Devina Febrianti. My student number is 205 20028. In this occasion, I would like to tell you about International Phonetic Alphabets. Here, I already provide you with the IPA chart. Okay, in International Phonetic Alphabets, there are only 3 parts. The first part is vowel. The second part is diphthongs. The third part is consonants. Okay, now I'll explain to you about the first part. It is vowel. In IPA English, there are only 12 sounds. There are only 12 sounds vowel. Okay, they are divided into 7 of short and 5 of long vowel. Okay, now let's talk about the first vowel. It is short vowel. Short vowel tend to be short. There are any 7 sounds in short vowels. They are E, and then A, and then A, and then O, then O, and then U, and then E. Okay, now let's move to the second vowel. It is long vowels. Long vowel tend to be long. The symbols consist of one vowel symbol plus a length mark made of 2 dots. In long vowels, there are only 5 sounds. They are E, E, and then O, O, and then A, A, and then O, 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 and then U, U. Okay, now let's talk about the second part. It is diphthong. Diphthong is defined as a sound made by gliding from one vowel to another, represented phonetically by a sequence of 2 letters. And there are only 8 sounds in diphthongs. The first one is ear, ear. The second one is A. The third one is U, U. The fourth one is oi, oi. The fifth one is O, O, O. The sixth one is ear, 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 ear. The seventh one is I, and then the last is ow, ow. Okay, now I'll explain to you about the last part. It is consonants. Consonants are produced by pushing air up from the lungs and out through the mouth and or nose. Airflow is disrupted by obstruction made by various combinations of vocal articulator movements, so the audible friction is produced. Mostly in English, consonants can be classified using 3 articulatory parameters. The first one is voicing. Voicing is divided into 2 parts. It is voiceless and voiced. And the second one is place of articulation. It is divided into labial, coronal, and dorsal. And the last one is manner of articulation. Manner of articulation is divided into 5 parts. The first part is stop consonants. Second one is fricative consonants. The third one is affricate consonants. The fourth part is nasal. The fifth part is glide. Okay, now let's talk about the first manner. It is stop consonants. But before that, let me explain about the way of voicing. It is divided into two ways, voiceless and voiced. Voiceless can be if there is no vocal vibration, and voiced it is if there is no vocal vibration. If there is any vocal vibration and inaudible buzzing sounds. Okay, now let's start it with the first consonants. It is have two of voicing way. The first one is voiceless and voiced. In voiceless, they are still divided into aspirated and unaspirated way. Aspirated means there will be an explosion in a stressed syllable. And in unaspirated way, it means there is no explosion in syllable. And just read the word simply. Okay, now the example of sounds. In voiceless, there are only three sounds. The first one is p. Second one is t. The last one is k. Meanwhile, in voiced, there are only three ways, and there are only three sounds too. The first one is p. The second one is t. And the last one is k. Okay. Then the second manner, it is fricative consonants. There are only two ways of voicing. It is voiceless and voiced. Voiceless have 5 sounds. The first sound is second one is th. The third is s. The fourth is sh. And the last one is h. Meanwhile, in voiced, there are only 4 sounds. The first sound is v, v, and then d, and then z, and then last one is hush, hush. Okay, now the third manner. It is affricate consonants. Affricate consonants have two ways of voicing. It is voiceless and voiced. In voiceless, they only have one sound. It is j, j. And then in voice, they only have one sound too. It is j, j. Okay. The fourth manner, it is nasal. Nasal only have one way of voicing. It is only voiced. There are only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of sounds. The first sound is m. The second one is n. The third one is l. The fourth one is r. The last one is ng. Okay. The last part of manner, it is glide. Glide only have one way of voicing, and it is voiced. There are only 3 sounds in glide. It is v, y, and w. Okay, now let's reading this chart with me. The first one is E. The example is sheep. The second one is E. The example is sheep. The third sound is U. The example is put. The fourth sound is U. The example is you. And then there is any A. The example is 10. Then there is any The example is letter. The next is The example is curl. And the next is The example is saw. The next one is A. The example is cat. The next one is A. The example is sun. The next one is The example is car. The next one is Next, the example is hot. The next one is air. The example is where. The next one is ear. The example is here. The next one is A. The example is name. The next one is U. The example is poor. The next one is oi. The example is toy. The next ew. The example is no. The next one is I. The example is mine. The next one is out. The example is how. And then there is any p sound. The example is pot. The next one is b. The example is pet. The next one is t sound. The example is tap. The next one is t sound. The example is toe. The next one is ch sound. The example is chair. The next one is ch sound. The example is chain. The next one is k sound. The example is come. The next one is k sound. The example is come. Okay, the next f sound. The example is fall. Next one is v sound. The example is very. The next one is th. The example is thing. The next one is d. The example is the. The next one is s. Then the example is sun. Next one is z. The example is zoo. Zoo. Next one is she. Sh. The next one, the example is she. She. The next one is sh. Sh. So the example is vision. Vision. Okay, now there is any m sound. The example is man. Man. The next one is n sound. There are any nose. 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 The next one is ng. The example is angry. Angry. The next one is h sound. The example is happy. The next one is l sound. The example is late. Late. The next one is r sound. The example is red. Red. The next one is w sound. W. The example is want. Want. And the last one is y sound. Y sound. The example is yes. Yes. Okay, I think enough for my explanations. Thank you for watching and thank you for listening. Goodbye.